going to leave the planet one day. And the feeling I was getting when I was leaving was like, man, it was such an overwhelming feeling of love and of like light, and that worldly thoughts and ideas didn't even matter. And there was one moment where I had like, oh shit, all that mattered while I was there was, did I love? Not everything else was a ruse. Everything else was a trap door. Everything else was a waste of time. All that mattered was, did I try to love the best I could? And yeah, I think as a society, we have gotten away from that. And as humans, a lot of times, especially in Western society, that we have gotten away from that. And I think at this point, it is organized for us to stay away from that. People don't want you to know you're a creator. They don't want you to know you were created for a purpose, that you are here to love and that you're capable of it. They want you to believe that there's always a problem with you.
The dividend of division is control. And the more that the powers that be can separate us from each other, the easier it is for those power structures can control us for their own selfish purposes and ends.
Yeah.
And since hearing the word Ibogaine for the first time on July 29th of 22, I have come to very much believe that all of this that we see in front of us is spiritual warfare.
Yeah.
There are two sides at war with one another, and these are the sides. It's all of us who can come to recognize that we are of God versus those among us who aspire to be God. And when the human hand aspires to be God, there is suffering at unimaginable scale, spiritually and physically. And we have come at a time in our history where all those who can recognize that we are of God have got to band together to push back on the heels those who aspire in their arrogance to be God.
Getting your sweat on might seem like hard work, but with Symmetry Sauna, it's a work of art. Premium custom saunas for your home or business, plus a series of sleek, pre-built saunas. I just got myself a Symmetry sauna, and I'm sweating out bad decisions. Like the time I tried to just fill my own chipped tooth in. Why sauna? Well, it relieves sore joints and muscles, improves skin, boosts heart health, and melts stress like hot butter. And I'm finally sleeping like a baby, which is rare since I'm usually up at 3 a.m. wondering if penguins have knees. Pro athletes, fitness buffs, big folks getting small folks getting big. Everybody's hot boxing. And Symmetry saunas can help. Designed in the USA, made with aspen wood from ancient Estonian forests. Ooh, yep, fancy trees. Symmetry Sauna, the perfect balance of form and function. Learn more about how to get your own premium home sauna from Symmetry Sauna at symmetrysauna.com/THEO. So, Bryan, so I interrupted you kind of about the roots, and I've interrupted you a couple times, and I'm sorry about that. But
you're good.
How did we come to once they figured out the Ibogaine, the Bouidi, how did they come to use it? How is it used? What is the actual usage of it like?
So in the 60s, this guy by the name of Howard Lotsoff, who's from the United States, he was kind of a substance omnivore. If it was there, he was going to take it. He took Ibogaine. And on the other side of that Ibogaine experience, though he had struggled with heroin addiction for a decade, on the other side, he didn't want no more heroin.
Okay, so after the use.
Withdrawal.
Wow.
So in terms of how it works, a person will usually receive, in a clinic, if they go to Mexico, they'll receive 2 or 3 pills. And within about an hour, you might hear some clicking in your ears and some heaviness, and then you lay down. And depending on the individual, that begins what is about a 10 to 12 hour process whereby you go on, and it's always respectful of your choice, an internal journey within.
When you say pills, what do you mean? It's pills?
It's like a capsule.
Capsule of the root.
Of the root or of the Ibogaine alkaloid that has been extracted from the root. It's kind of, think about it as like a vitamin supplement.
Okay.
They've taken this tree bark, they've done a chemical synthesis, and they have created a powderized version of Ibogaine that they put into a capsule, and you take it. So that's the first thing. You take it by pill form.
And that, okay, so you take it by pill form, then you have an experience? You're laying there. Are you by yourself? Are you in a hospital?